It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. The Suns win the opening tip. They'll have it first as we get going in the desert. Rubio to Booker. Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. And he buries it.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Rondo into the front court. Down 2. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron?
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Booker to Rubio. Here comes the screen. Off the assist.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Los Angeles, they have it. To Davis. Anthony Davis. Missed his first. That one goes.
Old school equals high percentage.
Here's Rubio into the front court. 2-point advantage. That's what you'd like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To James. To Davis. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Has a look. Just off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Stuffs it down with authority. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Fires the 3, and the Lakers with the rebound. A pass stolen by Phoenix.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Booker sizing up Cousins. Look out, Devin Booker. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To Davis. A lot of contact, no whistle. And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at 3.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Anthony Davis trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Suns control the possession.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up.
Rubio up against Cook.
Ball going up. Shot.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
LeBron with it up top. Down a point. To Davis. Anthony Davis. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Here's Rubio up top. Looking to make something happen.
Screen right. Screen right. Screen right.
Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Lakers ball. Jay, last year the Lakers 35 and 47. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LeBron into the front court. 14-13 our score. It's a 1-point game. To Davis. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. DeAndre Ayton to Rubio. Down to 5 on the 24. Rubio can't get that one to fall. James. Phoenix has the ball. DeAndre Ayton. LeBron James snatching it out of the air. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Anthony Davis pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Bradley. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. And he knocks it down, Jay.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Davis. Add 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. 1 quarter down. The Lakers have the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Oubre to Crawford. The Suns with 4 to shoot. The shot missed there by Crawford. Los Angeles has the basketball.
Watch the cut. I got the cut. Watch the cut. Watch the cut.
Knocked loose. Davis, a pass stolen by Phoenix. Shot from the lane won't go. Caldwell Pope to Davis. And he hits.
Shot better guard somebody. Yeah.
Crawford to Kelly Oubre. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Avery Bradley, he's finally on the board, makes his first shot.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Crawford to Mikal Bridges. Oh, he had him there for a second. Screen coming. To Crawford. It's no good. Great defense. Bradley down low for Davis. To Caldwell Pope. From the painted area, won't go down. It's Suns ball. Crawford. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. And 2 for AD.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
New blood coming in for both sides. Rubio to Mikal Bridges.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right. Watch the slip, watch the slip.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. For 3. Mikal Bridges forced that one. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Davis. Has a chance. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. The follow won't go either.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Crawford to Rubio. Here comes the screen. Perfect feed to set up the basket. Into the front court comes Rondo. His team up by 7. Davis, straight on look. To Kyle Kuzma, to Davis, down low. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Avery Bradley has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Phoenix with it.
Got some for him.
Booker to Kelly Oubre. Across the timeline comes James. It's a 9-point lead. Davis. Booker to Kelly Oubre. Here comes the screen. DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block. Here's Rondo with it. The lead stands at 9. To James. The drive right to the basket. Runner's good there.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Look out, Devin Booker. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
James. Into the front court. It's Booker. His team down 9. Count the basket at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Bradley. To James. 4-3. Rebound taken by Baines. Here's Rubio into the front court. Right now, down 7. Booker to Kelly Oubre. Off the mark. Lakers at the controls right now. Avery Bradley. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
That's dangerous. A little hezzy cross and knockdown. Lots of options going to open up as the game unfolds.
Booker to Kelly Oubre. Bradley. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Screen coming. 17-footer at the buzzer. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. That's it. First half has come to an end with the Lakers in command.
everyone, I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lakers were the dominant team in that first half, without question. And they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Suns may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game.
At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Rebounds.
The Los Angeles Lakers are putting in the kind of effort that doesn't always show up in our top plays, but it can't be said enough how important it is to take control of the boards. That's exactly what this squad has done in this matchup.
Player of the half.
Anthony Davis
Did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
LeBron into the front court. The lead is 11. Cousins to James. Cleans it up. Follows his own shot with that one. Nice follow-up. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Booker. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
James to Cousins. Screen coming. LeBron guarded by Kelly Oubre. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Booker.
Right.
Cleans the offense. And a put-back slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
James to Cousins. Booker with it. The deficit now up to 13. LeBron James with the rock.
Defense, let's go.
To Bradley. Frank Kaminsky sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oubre. Missed a wide open look. Rondo with the basketball. The advantage is 13 points. James matched up with Kelly Oubre Jr. Trying to cash in. LeBron shot, that's no good. Here's Rubio up top, looking to make something happen. Anthony Davis with a piece. They've got it in the open floor. James into the front court. His team on top by 13. To Cousins. To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark. Suns with the basketball. Booker. Probing the defense. Has a look. Shot by Saric off the mark. And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at three.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oubre to Rubio. Anthony Davis sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Finish that. Another follow. No good. To Davis. That is great vision to set it up. And look out.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Rubio. To Booker. Has a chance. Shot by Saric off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
DeAndre Ayton at the line. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. It's James controlling the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. To Cousins. From the outside, no good. Crawford. Rondo into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Cousins.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Short jumper stays out. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's Phoenix ball. To Mikal Bridges. Crawford to Mikal Bridges. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To James. Here comes the screen. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. LeBron James. He's 3 for 7.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Crawford. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Into the front court comes Rondo. His guys hold a commanding lead. To James. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. LeBron James wants it. Gets a look. Can't hit. DeMarcus Cousins rejects it. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. So far, it's been all Lakers. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ballgame, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
Suns control the possession. Crawford. Curling inside. DeMarcus Cousins tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Caldwell Pope. Beyond the arc for 3. Not that time. Crawford. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a 3-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Danny Green. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
From the painted area, won't go down. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. James.
Number 23, LeBron James.
Lets it fly from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
I got ball. Hey, match up.
Crawford to Rubio. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. James to Kyle Kuzma. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
Nah, it's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Ricky Rubio. Changes coming from both sides right now. Los Angeles, they have it. To Cousins. Here comes the screen. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Able to convert inside. To Cousins. Screen coming. Danny Green picked up by Booker. To Davis. Rises for the slam. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Screen right.
Booker. Second effort. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
DeMarcus Cousins. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Mikal Bridges to Booker. And scores on the step back.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
In the stands, he's coming through the stands.
To Booker.
Screen.
Trying to cash in. Look out. Devin Booker. With that, he's 5 for 9.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Lakers ball. To Davis. Easy path to the rim.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Danny Green trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Into the front court. It's Booker. Looking to make something happen. To Rubio. Screen coming. Rubio. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
DeAndre Ayton to Rubio. Nice pass to set things up.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LBJ has it. They'll get it down to Davis. To James. They go down to Davis. James buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Rubio to Kelly Oubre. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers dominated this game from beginning to end. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. The Suns seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging.
And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored to the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Bench points.
The Los Angeles Lakers had the kind of bench production that will make any coach proud. NBA games can be made easier when you're working with depth, and that's exactly what happened here today.
Player of the game.
Anthony Davis
Put together an incredible game, highlighted by his amazing defense. Not many guys come up with this many blocks and steals.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the Phoenix Suns. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen.